Senator Pimentel, our distinguished minority floor leader.
Although that was only a manifestation, I am willing to entertain questions. Should there be any questions, Mr. President?
Just two quick questions with the permission of this body.
With the permission of the Honorable Pimentel, the gentleman may proceed.
Mr. President, kanina po narinig ko yung historical antecedents ng binanggit, Your Honor, Senator Pimentel. Would the good gentleman agree that the reason why the position of constitutionalists, textualists for that matter, on this issue is that the Constitution is silent as to the word carry over, crossover, continue. Meron po ba nakalagay sa Constitution, sa Saligang Batas ng Pilipinas, 1935, 1973, 1987 na carry over?
Mr. President, I will respond directly to the question. Wala pong nakasulat doon that it shall carry over, pero binanggit ko sa aking manifestation, wala talaga rin nakasulat doon that it cannot cross over. So, in effect, let us say textually, both positions are not even mentioned or entertained in the Constitution.
Mr. President, sang-ayon po kaya ang ating ginagalang na minority leader na kaya dahil walang carry-over notion ay dahil malaki po ang pagkakaiba. There's a big difference between the 1987 Constitution and the 1935 Constitution, which was patterned after the United States Constitution. And I would like to have this placed on the records, Mr. President. Sa US Constitution, 100 po ang senador. At nag-i-election po every 2 years ng 33 senators. Ang naiiwan pong senador sa Estados Unidos pag nag-i-eleksyon ay 67. Because 67 plus 33 is 100. 67 is sufficient to comply with the provision of the US Constitution to convict in an impeachment case. Dahil 2/3 po yon ay 66, may sobra pang isa. Sa atin pong saligang batas noong 1935, kung inyo pong susuriin, ang atin pong senador na bumubuo rin ng impeachment court ay 24. Subalit, Mr. President, in the 1935 Constitution, ang eleksyon po natin ay 8-8-8. Tuwing mag-i-eleksyon ng senador, ang i-elect na senador kasama sa mga kongresista ay 8 senador lamang. Ang may iwan po ay 16. And 16 is 2/3. Enough to have a quorum as well as to convict or to acquit. In our present constitutional scheme, 1987 Constitution, we also have 24 senators, but we conduct elections every 3 years for 12 senators. Meaning to say, Mr. President, yung may iwang kalahati na 12 is not sufficient to constitute a quorum, dahil 12, dapat 13, much more convict. Because to convict, you need 16 senators, Mr. President. Is it now the proposition of the good minority leader that the constitutional spirit as enshrined in the 1935 Constitution, the same as the spirit prevailing, although it is not as admitted by the good minority leader, textually enshrined, the same as the 1935? Ibig sabihin po ba yung 12 ay may quorum? Yung 12 ay pwedeng maging 2/3 to allow your notion that we can carry over at yung sikat nga yung salita, maitawid. Tama po ba yun, Mr. President?
Ako, Mr. President, yung 2/3 kasi is, actually that was probably just the decision of the framers of the Constitution. They could have made it 1+1, they could have made it 3/4. So it's maybe by accident that 2/3 is equal to 8+8. is 16 is 2/3 or 24, but I do not think that was really the point, Mr. President. But at any rate, we have to live with the 1987 Constitution. So we look at the 1987 Constitution. And looking at the 1987 Constitution, the Senate is the impeachment court, not because it is the Senate created under Article 6, because it was recognized to be the court under Article 11. The framers could have chosen another body to be the court. That is theoretically possible. But it chose the Senate, not as a legislative body, but as a part of Congress, but not as a legislative body. So, yun po yung aking pagkaintindi. We have to live with the 1987 Constitution. We copied generally the idea siguro sa United States, but let's not be so beholden to their practices and rulings kasi iba na rin po, iba talaga ang sitwasyon natin. And I think textually speaking, my position is supported that although we keep on saying Senate, but this is not Senate as the other half of Congress, but this is the Senate chosen under Article 11 to be the impeachment court. So iba po ito. And then may paragraph 8 doon, sinabi, Congress shall also issue the rules to give life to the accountability of public officers. So, and we have done that. So, kaya ang aking stand actually is the Senate as an institution is the impeachment court. So the member judges can change. But just like as a division of the Supreme Court, division of the Sandigan Bayan and the CA, if they change their members, yung docket nila or caseload nila, tuloy pa rin. They have to decide the cases and bring the cases to their logical conclusion. So that is my simplified position, Mr. President.
So one last question, Mr. President, if the good gentleman would accede. Ang ibig sabihin po nito, Mr. President, is that the Senate now, under the 19th Congress, is empowered, is authorized to confer a jurisdiction to another Senate, which would be forthcoming, the Senate of the 20th Congress. So, allowed po ba tayo under the Constitution to transfer pending business, or should it follow likewise, using your logic, the traditional norm of having it refiled and reset starting from zero? Similar to the bills.
Yes, yun na nga.
So, ang ibig ko sabihin, Mr. President, what would prevent the 19th Congress from passing on the impeachment case, not just to the 20th Congress, but to the 21st Congress? And I implore the good minority leader that all the provisions mentioned a while ago, which are correct, should likewise be read together with the constitutional provision that there should be only one impeachment case filed per year against the same respondent, Mr. President.
Alam nyo ba, Mr. President, na yung rule na yung legislative workload natin ay magre-reset kada pag may bagong kongreso, alam nyo ba na wala sa Constitution yun? Nasa rules natin yun. Ang rules natin, promulgated natin because of the power given to us by the Constitution, but the Constitution does not specify that. Actually, we could have written na yung pumasa na ng third reading, itrato natin na third reading na rin. We could do that, but we did not do it. So policy lang po yun na reset natin as far as legislative workload is concerned. Pagdating naman sa impeachment judicial workload of the Senate as an impeachment court, I propose, or I give the interpretation that the caseload remains. Ang nagbago lang are the member judges, just like I think we can easily envision sa Supreme Court, nagbabago, divisions ng CA, divisions ng Sandigan Bayan, but the caseload remains. So I think we can mentally separate the two kasi Article 6 yung legislative workload, Article 11 yung impeachment workload. So that would be my response, Mr. President.
But Mr. President, would not that prevent the other part of the two-step process. Two-step process because filed by the lower house, prosecutors,
Yeah.
received by the Senate, the trial jurors, the trial judges, would not that prevent the other part of the two-leg process from initiating another complaint because there is now a case pending which you say should be continuing.
If the majority leader will allow me not to respond, but
Yes, because
his question is very loaded and provides the hint of what can happen in the future.
Mr. President, I've taken too much time of this body. I would relish interpolating the good minority leader even for 5 hours on this topic alone.